Welcome into Ball Arena here in Denver, folks, where the Horned Frogs have fallen to the number 3 seed. Gonzaga gets a victory here tonight. Round 2 action of the NCAA March Madness here in the West region, obviously, and Denver. And this one goes the way of the Zags. 84-81 the final score. The 3-point victory for Mark Few's team here as TCU fought them tooth and nail till the very end. This was a lead at halftime of 38-33 for the Horned Frogs. There was a 13-0 run, though, at the midway point of the second half that proved to be the difference for Gonzaga in this one to advance now to the round of 16 for them for the 8th straight year. The Horned Frogs, by the way, struggled from the free throw line. If you're looking for one thing that could have been a difference in this one, just 12 of 20 from the free throw line in this ball game. But what a heroic effort tonight from Mike Miles. He finishes with 24 points here tonight. Did Mike Miles on 8 of 13 shooting, knocked down a couple of threes as well. He finishes with 24. Damion Baugh had another 15 and 8 rebounds here tonight for Damion Baugh. And the only other player in double digits was Emanuel Miller, who chipped in 14 and 5 boards in this one. But credit Micah Peavy, too, in this second half. Terrific job defensively on Drew Timme, their outstanding player. Now, you look at Timmy's line and you go, wait a minute, he finishes with 28 points and 8 boards, but in the second half, those were not easy buckets for Drew Timme. Micah Peavy did a nice job on him late in this ballgame. Everyone contributed. Horned Frogs finished the year now 22-13, advancing to the NCAA tournament for the second year in a row for the first time since 1953, and a lot still to build on here for Jamie Dixon's team. As he told us post-game, he said, you know what, they've changed the way the TCU basketball program is looked upon, has this group of Horned Frogs. They all could return. That's going to be the interesting offseason now. Let's find out what Coach Dixon had to say after this heartbreaking defeat, 84-81 the final score. He's in the interview room right now. Let's listen in. Here's Coach Dixon.
I'm just, as I told the guys in the locker room, just so proud of their effort tonight, their effort all season long, all summer long, all fall. They just, it was a great group, unbelievable closeness. They worked hard. They played hard. They loved being around each other. I loved being around them. I loved coaching them. So lucky to be around them. I have a great staff too as well. So just proud of what they've done. And then most of these guys have been, these 2 years and where they've been the first to do so many things at TCU. But can't thank them enough. I thought these 3 guys were terrific. They played great all day. 40 minutes, they gave everything they could, and battled on every play. And we just came up short. The threes hurt us. The inside hurt us from Timme, but we battled. We fought, and again, I'm so proud of them. But our guards were terrific. They got other shots. They played hard, and just proud of this whole group. But Emanuel got rebounding with 6. I mean, he did a great job too. So I'm so lucky to coach these guys and so proud of them and everything they've done. And I'm just looking forward to spending more time with them.
Got a lot of emotion on your face right now. Where does that emotion come from?
From the players, from Emanuel, just speaking from his heart. It means so much to me, and they battled, and they just the things they do. I mean, talk about battling on the floor. Obviously, you saw that, but just the things they do off the court, and how much they love TCU. And I've just been lucky to coach them. And I think, it was tough to lose the game, but to hear him speak right there meant a lot.
Until the very end of the game, you could tell the players still believed there was a chance. I wanted to know where that belief comes from.
Well, I mean, probably the other day just solidified it. We were down. We found a way, and we've done that before. We've done a number of games, but you have to do that. I mean, Gonzaga obviously had that belief too. They were down at halftime. They came out and made some shots, but if you're a good team and you've got good players, they've played down before. They've played with a deficit, and they've found ways to get back, and we've done it. And we came up a little short today, and defensively, our defense got it done in the first half, but I felt that there was still a lot of open threes that we were giving up, and eventually got to us. But we kept battling, we kept fighting, and as we have done all year long. So they're competitors, and they came here to play in the best conference and to play against the best people, and they played against a really good team today, and we just came up short. So once again, I'm proud of them, proud of everything they've done on and off the floor. It's a good group, great group.
That's a head coach. You can hear the emotion in his voice there. Jamie Dixon in his 7th year, still restoring this program. In fact, has taken it places it's never been, folks. The future bright here at TCU under head coach Jamie Dixon. While he was in the interview room out here, we had a chance to catch up with one of his players, Jakob Coles. Here's that interview right now.
Yeah, it's a tough loss. I'm just proud of my guys, man. All the adversity we fought through this year, all the tough times, all the hard work we put in, man, and we're just happy we was able to display it on this big of a stage. And obviously it sucks. We wanted to get a chance to make history and go a little farther, but I'm still proud of my guys. I love all of them. I love my coaches, and it's gonna be a tough one to get over, but we just got to keep working and improving, and that's all you can do.
I was going to say this becomes inspiration then for next year, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It's just inspiration. It's kind of the same feeling we had last year, so that's only going to motivate us more for next year. So we just got to be, focused and, take the offseason serious and, get better.
Credit where credit is due. I thought Drew Timming proved he's one of the better players in the country.
Oh, yeah, Drew, he's been a good player since high school. I know him personally, and, he's fought and battled. He's a 4-year guy, and, he showed himself on, one of the biggest stages, and you give him credit. He did his thing, and, it was a good job for him, and, I'm proud of him, but it was a tough loss.
All right, our conversation there with Jakob Coles postgame after this heartbreaking loss to Gonzaga. Let's go back to the interview room where TCU has several of their players. You're going to want to hear from these guys. Let's listen in right now. Here is TCU in the press interview room right now.
Hurt, losing in the same round, in another close game, but, we lost 2 years in a row to really good teams, Drew Timming is great. We really didn't have an answer for him, but that's what happens when the other team has one of the best players in the country. And we played hard. We fought our hardest. We just couldn't end up with the win. But I'm still proud of us. Proud of how we fought. Proud of how we played all year through adversity.
This question is for all the players. Damion, while you were on the court, you were communicating constantly with all your teammates, making sure they're on the same page. I want to ask all the players, how important is that level of communication?
It's very important. You got to communicate to win games. I feel like down the stretch we communicated, but just like Mike said, we just didn't get rebounds.
DB is really the on-court coach. Coach Dixon is our coach, but when we're on the court, we look to DB. He's the vocal one. He's the vocal guard. I'm more of a lead by example. He leads by saying things. So yeah.
When you went down after the hard foul, you took a second to get up. The fans got behind you. They were really loud. How important is it to have such a loud fan base?
Since I stepped foot in Fort Worth, since I stepped foot in campus, I've received nothing but love. TCU is an unbelievable school, not only for academics, but also within athletics. I think TCU has made great strides into becoming the school we are today, and I think no matter what I do later on in life, no matter what's going on in my life, I know I'm always going to have the support from the students, my teammates, and the whole staff. So just always having that support it's unbelievable, because not many people in my position can say that. There's some programs where they don't feel as loved, but I think within TCU, our culture speaks for itself, and in that moment, it was surreal, and it's just unbelievable.
Mike, Pat Graham, Associated Press again. Hey, at the end of the game, with there's 1 second left, you kind of bent down and you stayed down for a little while, and you looked like you were thinking. I guess, what was running through your mind at that point?
That the game was over. None of us really think we were going to lose until we do. At that moment, I feel like it all kind of set in. It was the last game for the season for us, and we're all hurt. We all love this school. We all want to be here. We all know how special this place is.
Question for Mike. After the game, when you guys are doing the handshake line, it seemed like Coach Few pulled you away for a couple minutes, couple seconds. What was that just exchange like? What did he kind of say to you in that moment?
He was just telling me I was a great player, telling me I was special. Said that he's coached a lot of NBA players and that I'm one. It's appreciated. You know, he's a legendary coach, done legendary things at that school. And, yeah, it means, you know, a lot of coaches have told me that, but, you know, it means a lot coming from him.
Mike, obviously you have a decision this offseason, and just regardless, what do you want your legacy at TCU to have been, and did you accomplish what you came here to do?
You know, when I first committed here, I said I wanted to change it, and I feel like I've done that, and we all done that, you know, obviously making history. Didn't finish the season how we wanted to, you know, ultimately the goal was to win a national championship, didn't get it done, you know, but, you know, the decision I'll make it. I don't really know what it's going to be right now, but regardless of what I make, I'll always be a Horned Frog.
84-81 the final score. As you can tell, those folks, those men who've represented TCU's basketball team so well over the last couple of years. Heartbreaking to see them now have to say goodbye, at least for now. Remember, Jamie Dixon told us all of these guys can return, and let's hope for our sake that they do, right? All right, that's going to do it here from Denver. A big thank you to all of our folks who helped make this possible. Our crew here, Jay and Charisma, were outstanding. We've got a great group of folks back in Fort Worth ready now to tackle spring football for you on Wednesday. We'll be there as spring practice underway for Sonny Dykes' team. For all of them, thank you for joining us here on Frogs Today from March Madness 2023.